This is my third time trying to make this video actually, because I hated the first time and I hated the second time because I was just telling, yeah, I'm not gonna tell, but Happy New Year to every person watching this video and Happy New Year just in general. It's definitely been a year. 2025 was definitely a year, and yeah, it was definitely something I'll never want to forget. No, something I'll definitely want to forget, but whatever. And I hope you all had a pretty good new year. Y'all did some pretty fun shit, even if that fun shit maybe was just sitting around at home. And I find some comfort in just doing nothing at home, sometimes, and that's alright, you know, just doing nothing sometimes. And to me, uh, this was a pretty underwhelming New Year's to me, because I feel like my family, when I was a kid, like 7, 8 years old type stuff, when I was like 7 or 8, my family like around like that year time period stuff, like my entire childhood basically. Not saying I'm still not a child. Okay, whatever. Oh my god. But around that time, my family like idolized the idea of a new year, new beginning, and like a new year, like a new year, like new us, right? And this year, not saying they didn't idolize it the same. It's like they still idolized it the same amount, but like today's new year was celebrated exactly the same as how I do it every single year, but it still felt so different, and not in like a bad way. It's not like, oh, I fucking hated this new year, I'm so miserable. What the hell is that? Dude, why is this tree so scary, dude? Oh my god. But not like not like I was just sitting there like thinking about like how like this new year was just fucking terrible. It's like it just didn't have that same impact on your life as how we, I don't know, just this new year just didn't have that same impact as how it did as a kid. And because as a kid you're fucking in love with everything, and that's kind of nice sometimes. Just looking back as like looking back now while you're older, just thinking back in those years where everything was a little bit simpler, and you're like, that was a pretty good new year. And you can do that now, and you're just gonna think that was a pretty ass new year. And I feel like that's kind of what I did today. And I've been sitting here. It's like 6 a.m. right now, and I've been sitting here for like the past 6 hours since I celebrated it. And I was thinking it's too late to make something more of my New Year's celebration because it's already January 1st, 2026. So the most I can do now is focus on making tomorrow a good day. And that sounds like some stupid, like, bettering yourself type shit, like New Year's resolution and stuff. But, yeah, I feel like the most you can do is that. Because that's what anyone really does in life. It's just like, because I've been thinking, like, if you have a bad day, what are you going to do tomorrow? Trying to make it a worse day? Like, you don't do that. I mean, you try to make it better. That's what people do. So, I feel like that's what I'm going to do, Because that's only human. And, yeah. But I was thinking about what 2026 may be. And to people, to many people, like millions of people around the entire world, they're thinking 2026 is not going to be my year. Why do I say it like that? Not everyone's American. 2026 is not going to be my year. Like, that's what people are thinking. I'm thinking that too. Like, 2026 is going to be so ass, it's going to suck my dick. Like, that's what I'm thinking. And the year just started. And and if you are thinking that, I'm thinking that, you and me are thinking that. then you're stupid too. Because, okay, because you never really know how a year is gonna be until you actually go through it. Or, like, you never know how. I hear noises. I'm talking too loud for 6 a.m. right now. What the hell? Yeah, it's 5:53. My God, I'm talking too loud. But you never know how something's gonna be until you actually go through with it. And if you have the mindset that something's gonna be ass, and it's gonna be ass, because like if you spend the entire day, entire week, entire month, entire year thinking that it's ass, then you're just gonna sit there trying to make it ass. And that's a really fucking stupid thing to do. Because you can avoid the absolute dreadful silence of a terrible year and make it something good. And I feel like that I was doing that for like the past year. Kinda. For like the past few years, it's just like different ways every single year. Because I just kind of forget how I did it last year. Because a normal human thing to do is to block out shit that happened years ago so you can save yourself the thoughts of it. Which is why you don't remember childhood trauma too well. But whatever. And which is why I don't remember it actually. You may. Okay, I'm getting so sidetracked. What was I talking about? Okay, yes. And I would say to you, and I'm saying this to myself too, um, change your mindset just a little bit. And some people just live in the constant mindset that you are a fucktard and you just suck at everything. And yeah, people are constantly thinking that. Like, they'll say something wrong immediately and be like, oh my god, you said that's so wrong. Like, you'll be like walking down the school hallway and then you'll wave to someone wrong and you're like, oh my god, that was. They probably think I'm like retarded now. No, they don't. They saw it as a normal wave and you saw it as something that it actually wasn't. So that's self-sabotage. And if you self-sabotage this entire year for you, then every single year is going to be the same. And then you're going to die a very sad little girl or boy or they, them, or whatever. Yeah. And I feel like I want this year to be very different for me because it's just like I'm so tired of feeling this way, you know? Like like a fucking I'm gonna kill myself type of mindset. Like every single day. And not saying like I'm completely like that anymore. It's only every other week. No, I'm joking. It's barely. I never think about killing myself anymore. But just, thoughts slip in and out of your head just like that, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. But you can do your best to censor those things by putting yourself in a pretty good mindset for the year. And if you spent the last month in a pretty bad mindset, or like you started your bad mindset arc in 2025 December, then obviously it's gonna take you time. Like, you shouldn't see New Year's as like a new thing. It's just you should see every other year just merging together and just put it into a line. Just like imagine a line in front of you without any gaps, just like a solid line, and that should be just imagine life as one single year. If you spend life thinking that's just one single year, then you don't have to think about putting putting goals for yourself every single year. Then you can just follow one goal for a while and set as you go. You know, if you get what I'm trying to say, I kind of sound like stupid as shit right now. But just want y'all to think about that. I don't want to sound stupid though. I probably do, but I hope someone out there gets it. Man, it's been around 9 minutes so far, and I'm gonna end it here. Basically, yeah. Before I wrap it up, I gotta do a little ASMR. One second. out. This is a fucking big ass chip. Alright, one sec, wait. Yeah, let me know if this is tough. Let me know if this is tough. Oh. Mmm. Popcorners are so good. That's my New Year's resolution. Eat more popcorners. Yes, bro. I'm gonna spend all of 2026 getting all fat. That would be so nice. That's the life, bro. And I'm entering high school next year, actually, so that's something to look forward to. And my high school will hopefully be better than what 8th grade is. And considering all the stuff that people are telling me about high school and all the stuff that I know is gonna happen, people like leaving and stuff, maybe it's not going to be. Maybe it's gonna be worse. Maybe it's gonna be better. Maybe it's just gonna be the same. You don't know though. But it's hard letting people go. That's why you have to leave stuff in the past a little bit. And maybe that's what a new year is, just leaving stuff behind so that you have some sort of comfort that something just happened last year and you can leave it behind now because something new happened. Something new being a new year. Like, new year, new beginning. That's stupid shit and stuff. But, yeah, if you are afraid of a change happening in 2026, or like you're too comfortable with how 2025 was, even if 2025 was trash, you could still be comfortable with the trash. There are ways to get out of that comfortableness because stepping out of your comfort zone is how you just move on. Because no matter what, you're going to be forced to get out of that comfort circle one way or the other. And it might not even be from you. Because life just has its really fucking terrible ways at throwing shit at you and making sure that you're out of your comfort circle sometimes. And maybe that's what makes it a better year. Maybe it's not what makes it a better year, but you never really know, you know? You never know until you know. I'm gonna eat another chip. That one's a little bit smaller. But thank you all for sticking with this channel for the past 3 to 4 months. And it's nice seeing people relate to my content and seeing people like seeing my channel get picked up by a lot of people is really nice. But I'll make a video soon, you guys. Trust. Okay, bye. Happy New Year's, everyone. Cheers to many more.